Well, welcome back to another episode of Cinema Uncivilized here on our Pillow Talk episode. We got myself, Joshua Drover, Daniel Barillas, and Drayton Penner. We are your co-hosts here on the Cinema Uncivilized podcast, and we are so happy to have Drayton back. He's been gone for about 2 months, so why don't you tell us about what you were doing in Europe and any highlights, any good movies? I know you saw The Odyssey in Ireland, so tell us about your trip, what fun things, what'd you do?
Yeah, I went out with my wife. We went to 8 countries in total. We were doing the budget trip. So keeping it as cheap as possible. What that means is staying in hostels with 21 people in a room, people farting, freaking snoring.
No alone time, eh?
No alone time. Well, luckily, I have some friends. I have a friend that lives out in Austria, and they let us stay at their place for a week. And then Michaela's sister, she taught English there, and she had a host mom out in Poland. So we got to stay with her, and me and her actually became pretty good friends because she is also a film fanatic. Like every night we had movie nights, and we would alternate because I obviously know more American cinema, and she's huge into European cinema. So we would alternate taking turns choosing the movies. And she actually introduced me to Jackie Brown. I know that's not
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
but she said she watched it 20 years ago, one of the best movies she's seen, and I was pretty impressed. It was a really good film. But yeah, basically I tried to hit a cinema in each major country or city that we were in. And I gotta say, I think Europe has cinemas, they take it seriously there. They have really nice recliners. They got classic feel to it. They're all in these really old opera theaters. So there's just there's balconies, and I don't know, it just feels very classy. But and I also noticed just from being in Europe that American cinema has dominated the market for sure. We almost didn't watch any European cinema because they just weren't playing them, which was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'd agree that it gets this is just where it is, where it all happens, and so I don't know why, but it's going to continue to be that way. And I think it has to do with also the funding, because Canadian film, if there was as much funding that went into that, then you would argue that we could have saturate our own market with movies, but that's just not the case. So we only have Nirvana, the band, the movie, to hold on to, and maybe some other stuff. But
Seriously.
True. And this year, by the way, I'm not trying to say other movies. Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that Denny Villeneuve, or however you say his name, is Canadian as well.
Oh yeah, he's Quebecois.
Yeah, I didn't know that until recently.
He's Quebecois, Canadian. Yeah, he's awesome. He did Enemy. I still have that. One of his earlier films is, what's it pronounced? Incendies.
Is it Incendies?
Incendies. Yeah. I have it on my watch list. I want to watch it. I heard that's a really good one too.
Prepare yourself, because I've always heard it's extremely depressing, but
that's the vibe I'm going. That's
for.
The vibe I get from it, and so yeah, exactly. I got to be in the right mind space to watch that kind of film.
Yeah, in Gentilly, is that how you pronounce it? Gentilly, Quebec.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah, it's on near the St. Lawrence River.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's closer to Quebec City. It's in between Quebec City and Montreal. Just looking at the map.
So how did you what countries did you see the theater movies in?
So we started off in Wales, took an 18-hour bus to Paris. And we watched a film in Paris. And then we went to Austria. They didn't have any theaters with English subtitles or anything. They're very proud of their German film.
Well, that's
even
nice.
though it's nice, but it's not even German film. It's German dubbed American film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They
Gotcha.
don't allow English subtitles, so Michaela and I are like, yeah, there's no point.
That's rough.
Going.
Okay, that's
yeah,
rough.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to think. Then we went to Germany for a day. That was my birthday. We watched Monsters and Minions. Gotta be one of the worst movies I've seen.
But I thought it was supposed to be peak. Showing,
Who's saying that?
That's what people actually, besides just the jokes about it being peak, I think a lot of critics liked it, and it has a pretty high, like, critic score.
It's got 3.3 on Letterboxd.
So it's not that bad, yeah. But that, like, when it was coming out, it seemed that critics were impressed, and it's trying to do, like, go through film as well. I know about the famous Citizen Kane scene, but
Yeah.
other than that, no, I don't know much about it.
Well, that's why I found it. Yeah, I feel like they utilized a cheap gimmick, which is to insert the Minions into history. And yeah, they did go through all of the eras of filmography, and I feel as though that's why critics would like that.
Yeah, it has a 90% from critics on Tomatoes. So you'd think it's a great movie.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, aside from that, just in Poland, my good lady friend, her name is Aga. We still keep in touch. We send each other recommendations and stuff. But that's pretty much where it stopped. Oh, but we did watch The Invite. Daniel, have you seen The Invite yet?
Yeah, we did talk about it a little bit last week.
Oh,
on this Pillow Talk, but go ahead, share your opinion, man.
Yeah. Let us know what your thoughts are.
Because you gave it 5 stars too with Josh.
Yeah, I gave it 5 stars and a heart.
I gotta say, it's some of the best writing that I've seen as of recently. Mm-hmm. And Seth Rogen, he was pretty impressive. Olivia, what's her last name? Wilde,
yeah.
Yeah, her performance was really good. I feel like the acting was just spot on for the characters that they're attempting to portray. Man, I was really engaged the whole time. Like, the music intensity, it just pulls you in. It literally makes you feel like you're in Olivia Wilde's position and just like forgetting how to breathe, essentially. And I just I loved how the direction that it took. But I'm assuming you had some skepticism.
No. I mean, I gave it a 4.5. I just said that in the end, for me, like a 5-star movie, I have to like really feel it in myself that like this was. So I thought it was like, I don't know, maybe I just didn't connect as much, but I still give it 4.5. Like, I still think it's some of the best film, one of the best films this year. So I'm just picky, but I definitely thought it was hilarious. And I kept looking at my wife like all the time, just like, can you believe what we're seeing right now? Like,
yeah.
This is crazy. Imagine if this was you and me.
No, I was gonna say Dan's looking like, oh yeah, that's you, yeah.
No. Not at all. Yes. Not at all. If anything, we looked at each other like.
Remember when he did that? Remember when he said that?
No. You're gonna get me trouble. No. We had a good laugh at it because, like, I mean, I guess just speaking from a child of divorce and stuff, like, it made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense, the stuff that they're going through, and like just the plain, like, it's probably best to just, and like, yeah, maybe it is, because a lot of people, I think, and this is maybe why it could connect with a lot of people, is that I keep saying a lot of people, by the way. I want to stop doing that. But they feel that way in their couple. Like, you just kind of drift apart, or a lot of things happen in your life that will stop you from feeling as comfortable as you once did when you first got married. And so that's really where, every person that you ever come across when they meet a young couple, it's always like, oh, marriage is tough, marriage is hard. And I mean, as of right now, I've enjoyed myself, but I can imagine maybe sometime it could be tough. And there's just things that happen in my life, happen in my wife's life, just personal things that could stir things up. And I think that's what we see from them. And then also just complete loss of proper interaction. Like, they were never, ever communicating well, except for the one time where he re-entered the room and it lasted for 2 seconds and then went right back to hell. So yeah, terrible relationship. And Penelope Cruz and Edward Norton were hilarious, but also, yeah, conniving.
Yeah. Michaela and I had like a completely different take on the very last scene. Mm-hmm. Like, she thought that piano playing scene was hope of them getting back together. And I was like, no way. Not even.
No, I thought it was like acceptance that this is how things are. It was like he was okay with it was almost like yeah, like it was closure on how things are going to roll out and them being okay
Hmm.
with that.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit because in the episode that hasn't come out yet, that we, as if like people are gonna know. We talked about just that it's very ambiguous, which is why she could take it that way, you could take it this way. Other people might have interpreted it even differently than that. But I did think that as well. I'm like, this is an interesting ending because it is a bit open to however you want to interpret that, and I found it interesting that they really just ended off on that note as well. So it was a nice ending, and yeah, acceptance. I don't think they're gonna make up just like that. If there is any
Hmm.
hope, then it's like the slimmest little bit, and probably the next morning they'll get into another argument.
Yeah.
Um, I would say they did come to the conclusion of divorcing quite quickly, but whatever, movie magic. It's okay. After the discussion with Penelope Cruz, just like, oh, I guess I'll take her and I'll do this, and it's like, I don't think it'll be that quick, but yes, like it. They probably came to that realization with that discussion.
Did either of you feel like that film just came out of nowhere? Like I didn't even see any marketing for it. I walked into the theater, I was like, "Oh, Seth Rogen, like maybe we should watch this."
Oh yeah, no, you thought it was going to be like a Pineapple Express sort of.
Yeah, something like that.
I knew about it. Like I had heard that it was pretty good actually a couple weeks before it came out. But I guess on YouTube maybe I did see advertising, but still it wasn't heavily marketed, and it did sound like it was a financial success. But I think everyone that's seen it has really adored it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean a 4.1 on Letterbox is it's pretty hard to come by, and
Hmm.
I believe it did premiere at Sundance earlier this year, and but I think it might have been at South by Southwest. I'm not sure, but went to the film festival run a little bit this year, and yeah, I'm glad I got a wide release, and it was on my radar. Yeah, especially once I saw everyone giving it really high reviews, I was like, oh, this has got to be good.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I think we can transition to Josh saw La La Land for the first time, which is something that me and Drayton have held in high acclaim for a long time. How does it feel to finally see a classic?
Yeah, yeah, I've been it's been on my watch list for a while now. I know it's been on. This has been it's on your top four on Letterboxd, Daniel. And when me and Drayton we were serving on the mission together, he loved this film too. He paid for the whole soundtrack, and we listened to that nonstop. And so was very familiar with the soundtrack. But yeah, no, I love Damien Chazelle, and it's been on my list for a while, and finally sitting down to watch it. Sarah, for some reason, she always wants to watch musicals with me, and so I'm like, well, let's watch La La Land. But she was always wanting to do like, oh, let's watch Mamma Mia, let's watch Sound of Music. And
Sound of Music.
she's like,
Yeah.
I don't like La La Land. It's too boring. It drags. It's really slow. I'm like, what? And then I'm sitting down to watch it, and she's like sitting down with me for probably the first 30 minutes before going to bed. But she's like singing every song. I'm like, I thought you said you didn't like this.
Yeah.
Here she knows every word off by heart. But yeah, no, right from the start, it's a beautiful film. Like just lovely shots, very beautiful. The relationship between Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone was so good. Like the chemistry between those two is so real. And yeah, it was really a tough the way it went between the relationship. It was a tough pill to swallow, seeing it end that way. And I think the part that the scene that really resonated with me was when he's got his jazz club. She's married to some guy, and she comes down, stumbling down in this club, and he notices her, and he's just like, he's just there in silence on the piano, and there's like you could like cut the tension with a knife, like it was like so good. And I was like, oh, and then he looks at her. It was just like, oh man, this is too good.
Yeah. No, that's a peak moment, and I've
Yeah,
seen it so many times now on
yeah,
TikTok and stuff where people cut that edit or whatever, and um, and just that whole moment of him just playing the melody
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, welcome to Sebs.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Either way, yeah, that whole epilogue is amazing. And I think I saw La La Land first, and then I saw Singing in the Rain. And now having seen both, and Damien Chazelle, he alludes back to it in Babylon as well. Like Singing in the Rain for him is one of the best movies of all time, and for me as well at this point. It's just it's like a big ode to the classic musicals, which is interesting. Like I think people that love the very poppy, the songs are not even originals. They're from like, Mamma Mia is just ABBA music. Like, you can listen to a greatest hits album, probably sounds better than Pierce Brosnan singing, but like, or the greatest, actually that happened where someone said that La La Land was boring and they prefer the Greatest Showman. And I know Drayton might like that a bit more than me, but no, it's not even comparable at all.
No, La La Land is my kind of musical. Like I was locked in the whole time. Like you said, the songs were unique, and there actually wasn't too many songs, which I was a fan of. Like there was songs, but it wasn't as much as your typical musical, which is like very constant throughout. This had a little bit more like development in between the scenes, which I liked.
And they kind of come out in like a more natural way instead of like
exactly.
stopping everything.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I agree. Oh, one thing that I remember thinking and watching this was like the set design, production design, and the lighting for this film is insane. Like the lighting, oh my goodness, in some of these scenes, like just perfect.
No, it's an excellent movie. So many great moments, and just overall like the feeling you have, which everyone, like Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, their chemistry, as you mentioned, every scene they're in, like it's either really funny or really sad, or you feel all the emotions.
Exactly.
One of the scenes that like we mentioned it sort of as an inside joke in my family, like just like I had an aunt that lived in Paris. Like as soon as we say that, we're just like gonna start crying or something. That's the scene where she auditions for the movie in the end and like does the monologue, and she starts singing that song. Like I saw that in theaters, and so me and my siblings were just like, yeah. So we always great movie. It's so good. Anyway, yeah.
There was just one last thing I wanted to say about it. I remember seeing a video about I think Ryan Gosling was talking about the scene where they're dancing kind of on the outlook, the cliff for the sunset. And I remember him saying like we only had so much time to get that shot before the sun came down, right? And so I was thinking about that as they were performing that, and like how good they've had to have been to get that all done. I don't know if it was one shot, maybe it was multiple shots over multiple days, but to be able to like the pressure to be able to like dance perfectly and just to have that perfect chemistry, it was just pretty impressive.
Well, the funny thing about that is Ryan Gosling says that he wished he could redo the film because in that scene he like points his arm a little weird. But I think they just recently, I just watched a video today that they adjusted it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one of his regrets, and he was so persistent, like, no, it has to be this way, but
Well, I think it was unique, like imperfect, and you could, go through all your theories or whatever. Like, you could argue that it's almost better with the hand sort of imperfect because they aren't actually quite the perfect couple in the end, or maybe they are, but it's like ambitions versus true love. Let's say, like, that's what it's all about. And a lot of people tell me they don't like the ending of La La Land, and actually my dad was one of them. He like wasn't a fan of it. Then he watched it a few more times, and now he's like, that's a perfect ending. So a lot of people at first were pushing back on the ending because they're like, they just want them to be together. But I'm like, that's just not how it is. And that's exactly. That's not how it works with a lot of relationships, and when you think about it. So I guess I like those movies where it's like, it doesn't work out, but you'll come out fine. And that's just the reality.
Yeah, he's got his jazz club. I'm sure he'll find another lady somewhere.
For sure. So I'm looking at Drayton's letterbox to see what movies he watched, because you have a lot of entries over like 3 weeks time. You watched Maxine, Love and Other Drugs on Friday, July 3rd.
That was a good one. Have you guys seen that?
Vaccine. No, I've
No.
seen X and Pearl, but not the third one.
Well,
You're talking about the Anne
what
Hathaway
about
and Jake Gyllenhaal one?
yeah, love and other
Oh,
drugs.
yeah, no,
Well,
no.
Yeah,
No,
no,
you-
I haven't. So it's an interesting one because I've seen it in like other countries for whatever reason, but I've never watched it myself. Unless I did, but it's probably just to look at Anne Hathaway. Anyway, I don't even recall exactly how it ends up. There are some scenes I remember, but yeah, it's probably one I can revisit.
Well, that film, I watched the first 30 minutes like a year ago. And I was like, screw this, I'm not watching it anymore. And I rated it 2 stars in Letterboxd. And then after revisiting it, because I was like, any movie with Jake Gyllenhaal's got to be like at least worth the attention, you know? So I gave it another go. And I think it asks some really interesting questions. Like, I always ask Michaela, I'm like, if I were to fall off this cliff and have like spinal damage, not be able to walk for the rest of my life, would you push me around? Or something stupid like that. That's exactly what this movie is like asking. And I think it like, I don't know, it's just an interesting concept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's. I remember the Viagra scene. I only remember the comedic bits. I don't remember the deep meaning of the things that were going on. But
Yeah, watching it again, I would definitely recommend. Josh, you and Sarah would like that one actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
Sarah's pretty apprehensive with, like, she thinks if Drayton likes a movie, she's probably not gonna like it.
no, this was more straightforward.
Yeah.
Certainly, yeah. It's not abstract at all. It's very straightforward. If she wants to see Anne Hathaway's biddies, you know, that's
Yeah.
the selling point.
And Sarah, come on. Like, didn't she watch? She watched like Letters to Isabel, right? Or
Yeah,
Voicemails from
she did
Isabel?
like that.
She liked that one. Okay,
Yeah.
this is like 1,000 times better.
I let her know because every time she keeps trying to get me to watch that movie. I'm like, no.
Did I ever talked about it on the podcast?
Yeah, you said you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did. I did enjoy it. I mean, I still gave it like a 3.5. But I did enjoy it. I thought Zoe Dutch actually was very impressive because she was constantly like not confusing me, but just her character was kind of unpredictable with the jokes she would make or just different things she'd do. So I was entertained, and I thought it was actually a decent rom-com for once, because usually the Netflix ones are very mundane and whatever, just cookie cutter stuff. That does remind me though that I did watch Reminders of Him recently.
Oh yes, Colleen Hoover. Legend.
Oh my! So it's a bit better than what's the other one? Regretting You.
Yes, regret.
So Josh, in case you want to know, like, bottom line with the movie, a man died, and his girlfriend gets found guilty because she was had blood, alcohol in her system, and so there was a car crash though, and they were happy in the moment. So it wasn't anything sinister, but they arrested her. She went to jail. She gets out of jail. She was pregnant in jail. She gave birth. The grandparents are raising the kid. She gets back out, and she starts sleeping with his best friend. That's the story. That's literally the story of the movie.
Yep. And I love how they made this guy like the most attractive. He's got like a $6 million mansion on top of a mountain, and he works at a bar. It's like, how does all that make sense?
His NFL career that he barely had.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was a Denver Bronco, and then he moved back home right across the street from his best friend's parents' home, where they're raising the daughter of their deceased son. And he doesn't know her, so they start like getting to know each other. And at first, like,
Yeah, it's been doing this. Yeah, it's weird how it does that.
Anyway, so yeah, he comes back home, and well, they go back and forth, but then he eventually falls in love with her, And like it's so diabolical once it happens. You're just like, wow, that's terrible. I don't care how much you love the girl, like sleeping with your dead, and not just friend, like not an acquaintance. This was like best friends in the world, and he helps raise the daughter. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then that ruins his relationship with her parents and so her grandparents. And then the grandparents had to like learn to like accept her and welcome her back in to meet her daughter for the first time since giving birth. But yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to look past that. I'm like, please, like anyone but my best friend, please don't ever do that to me.
Yeah. You know what's crazy about that film is I spent $20 to see that film.
On one ticket or two.
No, one ticket. Like together it was 40, but
Wait,
$40
reminders
to
of him?
see reminders of him.
Was it like what format was it?
it was just normal format. But I get like the Costco passes where you get the drinks and the popcorn with it.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
Oh, okay,
Well, that's
okay.
included.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
just the movie, but
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. But still, like I intentionally went to the theaters for that movie.
Wait, why did you go? Why did you go intentionally? Because regretting
Well-
you inspired you so much to.
Yeah, I want to keep on this Colleen Hoover train. I'm gonna try and watch all of her films.
Well, I wonder what the next one is because they seem to be popping out pretty often. But yeah, I would say they're on a bad streak. I actually think It Ends With Us is probably the best one I've seen.
That
So
one was
far.
actually good. Like I watched that twice in theaters.
Whoa.
Was that the one with Blake Lively?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
it
Blake
is.
Lively and Justin Baldoni one, where famously the whole shebang of court cases and stuff. And seems like she's officially losing. So all's well for Justin Baldoni, I guess. But again, huge mess that came from that one. Yeah. But again, why do that one's actually like a normal-ish plot. These other ones are just straight up weird fantasies that this person's writing about. Constantly death and just like finding yourself with the partner of the one who died. But regretting you is much worse, in my opinion. Reminders of Him
Yeah.
is somewhat nice, but overall, I'm just like the plot is crazy. That's really messed up.
Yeah, Josh, you gotta get on this.
What,
On
these
the-
rom-coms?
Yeah, yeah.
Colleen Hoover.
So then when we mention like the title, you'll be like, oh shoot.
Yeah, you should get on the train and feel how just absolutely insane some of it is. Again, the Dave Franco one is terrible.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe he steeped so low, man. Like I thought he was like actually a half decent actor until that.
Well, he did Together after that, which I haven't seen yet. It's been on my list for a time, but that's his horror movie with his wife, and that's
Yeah.
probably a bit better. But he's going to be in this comedy movie called Losers, I believe. It's Idiots, and
Mm.
it's with Ice Cube's son
Mm.
and Mason Thames, who I think played Hiccup in the live action How to Train Your Dragon. And it's one of those, it looks like just going to be a ridiculous comedy. One of those. So maybe that's more his alley.
Do you think that Dave Franco has the skill set and
Nah.
capabilities to get out of this realm of movies he's constantly doing and doing something that's like, a little more prestigious?
Well, I actually watched a movie with him where he was living on the streets as a drug addict. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Anyways, have either of you guys seen that? Yeah, that one was actually really good. Like, I was quite touched by that film. I'll look for the thing here, but you guys can keep chatting.
Yeah, no, I don't think he has quite the chops. His brother is the more talented actor, but of course he's ruined that for himself, so we won't be seeing much of him still. Though I thought there was some rumor about James Franco having a future role, but yeah, I don't know. I do not know.
Have you been seeing the things going around for I think it's called Infinity Vision for Doomsday? Doomsday?
Yeah, I did see that
Such a
very recently.
scam.
Yeah, very recently I saw a TikTok about how is it a scam. I actually didn't
Yeah.
know about it on its own.
Is this like
That's
another
ridiculous.
theater experience kind of thing, or what is this?
That's what Disney wants you to think. So because Dune Part 3 has complete like access to all the IMAX theaters, they're coming out with this thing called Infinity Vision, I believe, and it's pretty much just Disney's stamp of approval of, oh, this theater is this aspect ratio. This theater has this much contrast. Is this loud? It's just like a bunch of different specs that they're like, oh, this is going to be a good format for you to see it. And it's pretty much just like Dolby Vision or Ultra AVX theaters. Like nothing special. There's nothing new. It's just them saying, oh yeah, we approve of this theater for you to see it in.
Right.
Very odd. Very odd. And they're doomed, by the way. No one is or at least from what I've seen, very few people are fans of the trailer that came out for the new movie, saying it's just
With
a bunch
Thor.
of regular Joes. Yeah, like I've seen memes about Thor or just videos joking about it. Thor like looking around and he's like, "This is what I'm dealing with right now." It's like Captain America is Sam, and he didn't even take the super serum. So like, what is he supposed to do? You're just a regular guy.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to fight? How are you supposed to fight Doctor Doom? So the Thunderbolts as well. It's like, what are they supposed to do? We got a bunch of regular Joes with like no special powers going on. So yeah, it wasn't well received. People calling it AI slop, which if they used AI, I guess, but I think someone said this. People are just tired of the whole green screen, blue screen, and AI thing. So now that whenever they see something that's a bit fake, they just assume it's AI no matter what. So people are begging for practical effects is what they were talking about. And when you have the Odyssey and Project Hail Mary be some of the biggest movies of the year, I think I think they do gravitate towards what's real. And I mean, famously, the costumes that people wear in the Marvel movies aren't even real. They're
masks.
CGI.
Even. Yeah.
Actually, even more than masks. I saw a photo of like Tom Holland, Don Cheadle, another person like it probably wasn't recently. It was probably from like Infinity War or something, but they had just these things all over them. Like just everything is CGI, which makes it look fake. It doesn't look like a real thing.
Oh, go ahead, Draft. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, people are saying they're clowning and saying, yeah, it's Dune's Day because I'm gonna go see Dune and call it a day.
Yeah. Oh, it's not even comparable. It's not close. I think Dune is gonna blow it out of the water. 100%.
Oh yeah. Well, what were your thoughts on the 4-minute prologue for the Odyssey?
I wish it was longer.
I know it was way too quick.
Yeah. No, I think it will be the best movie of the year just based off of that 4-minute alone. Maybe it's because it's had the build up from the other two movies. But honestly, that opening 4 minutes is extremely good. So I'm expecting the whole movie to be as concise and just well done as that.
You guys saw a 4-minute prologue?
Yeah. If you saw the Odyssey in IMAX 70mm, you got to see a 4-minute Dune Part 3 prologue.
Shoot.
So, but you should go to the one in Calgary because that's a IMAX 70mm.
Well, I have tickets for Tuesday, this upcoming Tuesday.
For IMAX 70mm?
Yeah.
Nice. So you'll see it then.
Yeah, because when I went to the Odyssey in Ireland, I thought that the 70mm was just like IMAX as well.
No, it's just a wider format. It's not tall, it's more wide.
Right. Yeah, because I was confused because I watched Obsession in that theater and it filled the whole screen. So I was like, did I watch Obsession in 70mm?
I don't even think they filmed it that way, but excellent.
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy. How was that? What, so much bigger of a screen?
Oh, dude, it was scary. Like, I remember thinking, like, I don't remember screens being this big because I was trying to cover my face, like, to hide myself.
You can't hide.
And I couldn't hide. I was like, shoot, I can still see her.
Dang. No, that's like, would you now say that having seen it in bigger formats, do you think it does enhance a movie?
Okay, I haven't seen it in IMAX yet, but I would have to say, yeah, I would say so. Like, especially for a horror movie. And the Odyssey, I don't know how to explain this. I think if I would have went to a regular theater, I wouldn't have known the difference. Is that bad? Can you explain to me what?
Yeah. Sorry, Josh.
Can you explain to me what 70 millimeter is? Like, what is it that change? Just the aspect ratio? Is that it?
Yep, essentially, yeah. Like when you're watching in other formats, that is so. The Odyssey is filmed on 65 millimeter 15 perf film, so that's what runs through the camera, and then when it gets projected onto the screen, it's 70 perf 15 by 15, and it pretty much the IMAX 70 millimeter is the complete. It's everything you're going to see. Nothing is cut off. You're getting the entire view of, as people say, how Christopher Nolan intended it to be viewed. And so when you're seeing it in 70 millimeter or any sort of premium format or 35 millimeter, you're getting lots of it's everything. You're getting lots of film significantly cut off. So like, for example, I don't know if you've seen the pictures that compare the different two, but if you're seeing a shot of the Odyssey with Agamemnon or whatever, it's like you see the full entire picture of him and the sky and the ground. But if you're seeing it in like 70 millimeter or other format, it's like cut off. Maybe you're only seeing like half of his helmet, for example.
Right. Okay, I think it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you go.
I was just gonna say you need the full aura
Yeah.
Yeah.
when you look at him.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think what dampened my perception of the film was I thought I was already watching it in IMAX. So I was like, okay, this is like a little bigger than a regular screen, but like not as big as what you guys have been talking about. But then I was like, okay, afterwards I looked it up and I'm like, oh, IMAX, like it's 3 to 4 times larger. Okay, maybe I should get those tickets.
I do wonder where is it being shown in Europe in that format? I don't know if it is. Maybe there's one or two.
I know there's one in London. That's the BFI one. It's sold out completely for the whole month as well.
Dude, I totally lied to Michaela. She was like, what is 70 mil? I'm like, oh, it's like better, what is it? Better detail, like way better detail.
Well, technically it is. You're getting a higher frame.
Yeah.
It's like insanely, like it's like, I don't know, like 28K or something like that. Like it's really high definition.
Right.
Yeah. We'll talk about it, but I saw, like, I would say in Oppenheimer it was more noticeable, like the pores on people's faces and stuff. Like that's how. And I guess you got Cillian Murphy's face taking up the whole screen, so that's probably why. There wasn't as much of that in the Odyssey, but yeah, you really, really see a lot of details because of just how much more magnified and the quality of the image as well. But yeah, 70 millimeter never really disappoints. And so when you say Obsession, I'm like, I can only imagine how crazy that would be, because it is a great looking film. So
yeah,
just having that on a bigger screen is pretty crazy. And I look forward to watching that again, even though I could talk about this. So I sent a picture to Josh because I saw a TikTok account already showing the Odyssey on TikTok Live. Not even through a movie theater. Like this, I don't know how this person just pirating it and just showing it on TikTok. But I've literally every single day, a few times a day, I see Obsession being streamed on TikTok.
Oh,
and it's always like the same part. I always come across when he's eating the cat. That's the part I always come across.
Right.
Yeah. There was one time where I came in, it was near the ending, and I was like, oh, let me see what the what's going on here. Yeah. I always, and also in Backrooms, whenever I see Backrooms on TikTok, it's always the scene where Renate, she's already captured sitting in like that kitchen area with. So that's I only know certain parts of these movies. I really, I haven't seen Backrooms yet, but of course I've seen Obsession. I've seen a lot of the Michael movie as well.
The Michael, just through TikTok.
Yeah, Michael Jackson. Yeah. Josh sent into the group chat the difference.
Well, just the projectionists, when they post a picture of what the screen looks like, it just looks so massive.
Yeah, when I was watching it, something I noticed was like, a film, there's like those little blips every now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're switching the film. I was like, okay, that's one thing that I've noticed. Yeah.
I hate it when a bug gets like in there though,
Oh, I hate that.
because it's noticeable. It's
See,
so
like a
noticeable.
little. I know.
Yeah, don't like that. Yeah, that's interesting. So we'll talk more about the 70 mil experience in Ireland. I did look it up. Where is the? So in London there are two. There's one in Manchester. There's Prague, Brussels, Belgium, and Montpellier, France. Those are the 6 theaters that are showing the movie in the 1:43:1 aspect ratio.
Dang. It's not very many.
No, and that's what people are talking about. They're like, he's almost gatekeeping enjoying the movie for most people.
Okay, this is actually a fun conversation. Me and Sarah were having this debate after the Odyssey, and we were on a walk, and she thinks that when movies come out on streaming or you can buy the DVD copies or Blu-rays, she thinks that you should be able to purchase your copy with the full IMAX 70 millimeter on your TV and just have the bars on the side. And she was really arguing me on like why they don't do that, why it's like not accessible. And I had my opinions about it, but I don't know if you guys, what are your thoughts on that? She thinks it should be more accessible. That was kind of her thing.
Yeah, it reminds me of a meme I saw. I say meme, maybe this is a joke, but he put like a movie on the TV and then he just had like these blankets covering the side of it, and he's like, I'm watching the movie as it was intended. Just the box shape, because that's how it is in the end. It's just a huge box shape. So she wants the DVD to come out and show the movie on TV,
like the full. She doesn't want anything cut off. She's like, I should be able to watch it the full format on my TV.
I mean, will there be versions released at some point where you can do that? Or do you think that's going to stay special for theaters only and we get sucked into watching just the like regular version on DVD? I feel like it's just not possible for some reason, or it just ruins. It'll be, if it's a box, right? It like ruins how small it would be. But
I feel like it would feel very zoomed out as well. Don't you think?
For sure. Yeah. And I told her, I said, they've been doing this since the beginning of time. They've been reformatting movies and stuff to fit on your TV. With the old VHS tapes, it would say, this movie has been formatted to fit whatever size TV. And yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be really zoomed out. And I think she brought this up as well because we watched Dune Part 2, when it came out on streaming, and it doesn't hit the same as it does on the IMAX 70 millimeter. Dune especially is notoriously known for lots of being cut off. And so it's just a little bit more drastic because the Odyssey is the entirety of the film is in this format, right? So you're getting everything cut off.
You're convincing me to go see it again, basically, is what.
I'm actually, I have a proposition. Do you want to go see it front row?
No.
What? I want to go. I want to test it out.
It's too much money to go and watch it in front row. And that's what I was.
But so like, have you been in front row for that?
No, I wouldn't want to do it. You've seen the photos, no?
No, okay. Do you remember that guy I told you about, Patrick Tomaso or whatever? He's from Toronto. He's a film guy. He loves it. And I actually responded because he keeps showing his seat map at the one in Vaughan. He's like, that's my seat right there, front row, right in the middle. And I messaged him like, is the front row really that good? Like, is it worth it? And he goes, our eyes aren't a wide angled lens. He says they don't your eyes don't distort the image when you look at it. Cameras do. And so he says that's what he says. I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Okay,
but like, I got it. Go ahead, Drayton, first. Yeah.
Well, I watched a film 2 months ago, front seat, in that Irish film with like the 70 millimeter screen, and dude, it's not about it's like the neck, man. It freaking kills your neck, like.
And the Odyssey is a long movie to be. Yeah. No, I mean, it's $25 to not enjoy the full movie, in my opinion. That's kind of the hard part about it.
Yeah. Well, I will be going. I have tickets to go see it on the 3rd, so I'm looking forward to that.
And that's the front row.
No, it's
Okay.
row F right in the middle, actually. So.
Okay. Because I was row G right in the middle, so I was totally fine. Like it was great.
I actually prefer row F, I think, because I don't have people leaning back in my knees and stuff. So I have a little bit more leg room, preferably, which is nice.
I didn't have, well, of course I'm a lot shorter than you, so I was like, I didn't have a problem. Yeah. Again, we'll get into it, I guess, with our theater experiences, but yeah, it's an interesting topic because you brought up the whole, and it reminds me of DVDs, like widescreen and full screen. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm just like, what? Like, why would I not want to watch it full screen if I have the chance?
Yeah, my dad, he would always, use the TV settings to like stretch it out and make it like the entirety of the screen. So like looks super stretched.
And he liked that?
Yeah, the big 75-inch TV doing the settings on the TV to stretch it out.
I don't even know what settings are those. I don't think I've done that before.
But yeah, it's on the Sony Bravias. It's like you can stretch it out wide or stretch it out taller, or it's literally almost like you're cropping it.
Dude, imagine doing that for like The Lighthouse or something with like already small ratio.
Oh man, so actually that film critic, that when me and Danny went to go see One Battle after another at the Vaughn Theater, I was sitting down early talking to this film critic, and he said that he was telling me that he said he saw The Lighthouse at that theater in 70 millimeter. He saw it on a regular screen, and he saw it at another format on Varsity, and he said that it changed the film entirely. He said when he watched it in 70 millimeter, he was horrified. It was the most horrifying movie he saw. But seeing it in like a different format with a smaller screen and different aspect ratio almost made it like a comedy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only seen the movie once. I would love to see it again. And yeah, like the ending or the whole movie, right? You're just laughing, in my opinion, laughing and terrified. And if 70 millimeter, let's say, like, was that actual like IMAX 70 millimeter?
I don't know. He said that he saw it here, so but that theater, that screen's massive, right? I'm assuming that it was. I guess it does depend if they do format it, because I watched Disclosure Day there, and it was just a normal screen, bars on the top and the bottom, pretty lame. I didn't expect Disclosure Day to be the full format. That's not why I went there to see it, but
no, Sinners was the disappointing one because we thought it was the full thing, and it wasn't. It was just a few scenes, and we're like, well, it was kind of worth it. It was kind of worth it when it was the IMAX 70 millimeter scenes.
Yeah, the 70 millimeter scenes were pretty beautiful. But it was, it was Ryan Coogler's choice to make it the widescreen the entirety of the film.
Mm-hmm. Nolan, he used to go back and forth, and it's really noticeable in The Dark Knight Rises. Like some are full screen, and then it goes to the bars, and then it goes to. It's like, what are you doing, bro? Just like make it consistent. And now it is with the 70 mil releases he's had recently, but yeah, like he used to do that, and it's like. I have it on the DVDs here. I can one day watch it again, but it constantly goes back and forth between bars on top and bottom, and then not, and then just like that.
Well, I'm confused about that because I read something that The Odyssey is the first film filmed completely with IMAX cameras. So it wouldn't, like every other film that used an IMAX camera, say for one or two scenes, would that occur as well?
You said one or two scenes. This is the entire film. He used what makes this. Other movies use IMAX cameras, but there's different kind of IMAX cameras. He filmed The Odyssey in 65 millimeter film, 15 per film. So that's the difference.
But in any other film where they use an IMAX camera for one or two scenes, is that what occurs? Is you got the bars, and then sometimes you don't.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think Oppenheimer, though, was full-time. And so was Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary never went.
Nope. Project Hail Mary was the scenes that he was on Earth, it was widescreen, and then only the scenes where he...
See, I don't even remember.
Yeah, the scenes where he was in space was full screen. Project Hail Mary was awesome to see in that format. Yeah, and
Beautiful.
same thing with Oppenheimer. It wasn't the full movie.
Dang.
Yeah.
Shows you haven't watched. I watched that movie so many times the first year it came out, and I haven't watched it since. Not that I don't want to, but I just haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah. Well, they're doing those, the Nolan Fest at the TIFF Lightbox. I've been looking at some of the screenings times there. So they're showing Inception right now, and they did Tenet last Sunday. So and they're doing Oppenheimer as well. So we'll have to see if we can make time to find our way down there and watch Nolan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm there Wednesday. Yeah, this upcoming Wednesday I'll be in Toronto. I'm in Toronto at least once a day. Or sorry, once a day. Once a week. Yeah, 1 day a week. So
Dre, do you have your iPhone on you?
No, I don't.
Okay, I sent a couple screenshots in the chat that actually really show you the difference exactly in the different formatting. Maybe I'll just.
Okay.
Do you see that?
So it's yeah, dude. I always thought that the 70 millimeter was like square.
No, that's the IMAX 70 millimeter. You see that? How it's a giant square,
Right.
and you watch it in 70 millimeter, which is like more of like a widescreen. Yeah,
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, I'm excited.
but look at 35 millimeter. How could you ever watch
Watch
35 millimeter and then go with IMAX?
No
It's just
kidding.
a little box. It's a tiny little box.
yeah, I don't know what tricks they're trying to play, getting people to go and see all these different formats. It's like
yeah,
why?
it's a marketing thing.
Yeah, it's like why would I want to do that? What are you getting from the experience? But as the guy said, right, it could be drastically different. We have one time for one more topic. Is there anything we're feeling like bringing up? I see Drayton saw Train Dreams again.
Oh,
No bigger.
dude, I watched that in the theater. It was beautiful. Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
lucky.
It wasn't 70 millimeter, but yeah, it was really nice. It was for a film festival in Prague. No, not Prague, in Poland. And that's one of the films I brought Aga to, and she left like she was like, "Oh, it's one of the most beautiful films I've ever seen."
It absolutely is. I have been meaning to watch it again, especially since it's so accessible via Netflix. But of course, not on a movie screen. So
yeah.
be excellent to see that. And I've been meaning to show my dad that. And, I know he'll probably cry, but
Dude, I cry every time. Like it's like, yeah.
is William H. Macy's performance like more and more standout as you watch it?
Is that the central character?
No,
No.
he's the.
Oh,
He doesn't have a very big role, but he does a good job. I forget his
Yes.
character.
I forget his name too.
I think he's like a wood. He's one of the loggers, and he ends up dying.
Is he the dynamite guy that gets hit in the head?
I think so. I remember him there was an accident, and he ends up dying from it. I can't remember what.
Right. Yeah, he gets hit in the head by a fallen branch, and he
Yeah,
kind of loses his memory.
Yeah, I think that's the guy. That's his character. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he stands out more every time. Like, just the things he says are so stinking wise. I was like, I gotta start quoting this guy. Like, I hope I end out to be like a grandpa that can just spew wisdom like that.
In the woods. It's just
In the woods, yes.
excellent, yeah. And then you gave the other guys 3 stars, which is a bit offensive. Is it not peak comedy?
I think I liked it better
Younger.
when I was younger. Yeah.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly.
I don't think I like Mark Wahlberg anymore, to be honest.
I could see that.
Yeah,
A lot has happened between that movie and now.
Yeah, but he's
He
still
hasn't been in
playing
a
the
lot
same role.
Yeah, he's not. He plays in a lot of slot movies these days. Like, what was it? Flight Risk, the last one he came out with.
Yeah. Oh,
Again, I've
and
only seen that
Balls Up.
because someone. Oh, he was in Balls Up. Have you guys watched that?
No.
No, I haven't either. I didn't even know it was about condoms until I saw like a little bit of the trailer. I'm thinking about there's actually a lot of good. I don't know if you saw the Other Mommy trailer.
No.
Okay.
Oh
not yet.
no, I remember people talking about it, how they showed it before the Odyssey, but
For the Odyssey, yeah.
obviously not the 70 millimeter because they didn't
No.
have room for that on
No.
the film reel. But
No, but it's true that I saw a lot of tweets about that. Like, why are they showing like this movie before like a trailer. Scary. They should only show scary movie trailers in front of horror films. They should never show it.
Yeah.
That's what people were saying.
Yeah, that's usually what they do.
No, they showed. Yeah, apparently they gave a trailer for Other Mommy. I'd recommend going to see that trailer. Sorry, it's not out yet, but Jessica Chastain.
Scary. I have a little tidbit I want to share with you guys. Okay, so I've seen Obsession 3 times now. And apparently when you log it 3 times in Letterboxd, you know Bear from the movie, he gave a little sneak peek or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, he said that in the scene where they were filming at the bar and he's talking with Indy, his character, apparently he had forgotten his contacts that day and he was completely blind during that whole scene. So he's like, if you look really closely, you can tell that I have no idea what's actually going on.
Like in the beginning?
Yeah, in the very beginning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny, man. Just another thing about that bar scene in particular, the guy who plays the bartender, he started this online joke where he's like, I'm the guy from the bar scene in Obsession. And you like go to events and it'll be like, yo, this is the guy that was at the bar in Obsession. Like the whole thing.
That's a good way to get public.
Yeah. I guess you got to ride what you got, because I'm assuming he probably made $20 that day from the movie. So
So true.
got to break out when you can. But they've had a lot of fun, and that's cool that they've like had a little tidbit there for those that have logged it 3 times. I wonder what happens when you log it 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like the do you guys remember Project X?
Yeah.
The camera guy, Dax or whatever. That's kind of, have you seen his TikToks?
Yeah, dude, he's so
He's like this-
awkward, man.
He's kind of like he's got like his Nathan Fielder persona, where he's just has this personality where he's super awkward. And I remember he does now he's doing like, he does like promotions and stuff for movies. I remember when a video he did with the Backrooms with Kane Parsons, and they like orders a pizza, and it's just like super quirky and funny. But it's just like this guy's like, hello, my name's Dax. I was in a movie from, I don't know, 10-15 years ago called Project X.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's awesome.
He's good, and he gives people pizzas and goes to get a haircut and gives them a free pizza.
Yeah,
That's always like his gimmick. Yeah, Dax Flame.
yeah.
Alrighty, I guess we've reached an hour of content here.
Sweet. Well, I guess that wraps up this episode of Pillow Talk. Thanks for joining, guys. We hope you enjoyed this episode. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. And let us know. I was just kind of thinking on the spot here. Don't really have a question to say, but yeah.
Any question you got, we'll take it.
Yeah. Comment, like, subscribe. Thanks for listening, guys, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.